welcome horror people
Hey,
to another
everybody.
edition of it's Wednesday, right? Wednesday horror trivia. I almost didn't know what day of the week it has
A whole
been.
day and half the night.
And I can't really complain about the week because our good friends in Florida are about to get absolutely demolished again. So
And
please,
that son of a bitch like made a U-turn.
yeah, that's not looking good. So hopefully, if you were in a position to get out, you got out, and if you're still there, hopefully you're. The worst you have is lose power and no injuries. So it looks really bad. Um, no telling what kind of hope. I mean, I guess we probably not gonna get all the storms inland like we got on Helene, but I mean we got terrible winds from Helene up here. So
Well, Andy, Andy's
and I
in
know
Florida.
Andy's down
Yeah, you
there.
be safe, dude.
So uh, thanks, Peanuts. We do have some other activities tonight. There is a movie at 9. It is Amityville Ripper. I also have a little surprise for you all at the end of trivia. Little promo for something that you're probably going to be excited to see. And other than that, I don't have too much else going on. It's just been another week. We're 2 weeks closer. 2 weeks out from theme trivia. Remember, you're studying. It's going to be about Halloween movies.
Yep. And
So
movies that Shelby and I have seen before.
yes, so that should narrow your list a little bit. And yeah, nothing
Should
else.
be
It's been kind of
fun.
dead. Kind of dead. Pun intended.
Yep.
So I will start the trivia countdown because I think everybody who's going to show up has showed up. We
Mhm.
are 5 after here. So
Has anybody seen The Substance yet? Because I'm hearing really great things about that. Or is it even out yet?
I, isn't it out? I think it's out. I feel like I've heard people talking about seeing it. So I watched the first Omen, which I didn't
Oh,
realize was a prequel to the Omen. Duh, right, with the title, but I didn't realize it was like an Omen movie. So, like, the story was this Kentucky. The girl that directed this is actually from like Kentucky, and there was a film festival here in Lexington a couple weekends ago, and they invited her to be like the headliner, and they showed the first Omen at this local downtown historic theater, and that was really cool. And I was like, "Oh yeah, cool! It's like an indie filmmaker." I just totally forgot that the first Omen was like out in theaters back like in April this year, but it just happened to be made by a local person, so that was kind of cool. Got to meet her, and it's a very good movie. I don't know if y'all saw that. Actually, a very worthy entry in the Omen franchise, which kind of has had its starts and stops. Um,
I don't think I've seen anything new recently. Subservience was pretty decent. I mean, it was Megan and like Demon AI combined type movie. It's predictable, but it was. eh.
I
This
the
is where
funniest
Megan Fox's wooden acting came into play. It was a benefit.
Jesus. I refuse to acknowledge any Megan Fox other than Terminators. Megan Fox or Transformers. Terminators, it would have been dope, but
Yeah.
I like Terminators more. But Transformers are okay. Megan Fox made it better. Um, yeah, my dumbass thought the first Omen was the Sydney Sweeney movie too. That was there were two like evil Catholic church movies that came out in like
Yeah, I
April
still
this
haven't
year.
seen that movie with Sydney Sweeney.
And they're apparently they're roughly the same plot, but this one is actually leading into the Omen. And what doesn't lead into the Omen is who does not make an appearance in John Carpenter's Body Bags. Was it Wes Craven, Sheena Easton, Nick Castle, or Debbie Harry? What
I
a
just watched
segue!
it the other day.
Please direct all complaints about questions this
Yep.
week to Uncle Pete. I don't
I
think
am
I typed a
responsible for
single
the
one.
questions this week.
I was getting ready to type some in today. I was, oh shit, Pete already took care of it. So everybody say thank you to Uncle Pete. So because Papa Shelby didn't have to scramble to
Yep.
get them in there. I had some written down, but they weren't ready. So
Let's
you
see
got
how
to get them in
people
the
are doing.
spreadsheet. This is a milk and doo doo question.
My little brother. And
he's gonna get it whenever we do a Human Centipede theme night.
yeah, sorry, guys. Debbie Harry played the nurse in the hair segment. Sheena Easton played Stacy Keach's girlfriend, and Wes Craven goes to the gas station.
Yeah, he's the dude. He's the creep in the car in the gas station.
Yep.
Yeah,
and Sheena Easton and Debbie Harry were in the hair one. So I got you on that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You didn't ask an easy one like, Mark Hamill in there,
Well, yeah, because there was some easy ones in there. I know Sheena Easton was going to get some people.
Really, there's a lot of cameos in that.
Yeah, tons. Your question?
I read the first one.
Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. In Puppet Master franchise, Dr. Hess's soul is in the body of this puppet. Is it Tunneler, Pinhead, Dr. Death, or Blade? Dr. Hess. Which puppet is he in?
Trying to make me read two questions in a
Yeah,
row.
I don't know why. What was wrong with me? I was just like,
I can barely read the ones I'm
why
assigned.
Shelby not saying anything? I was like, uh-oh.
Got a tenuous grasp on literacy here.
All right, Puppet Master, an underrated franchise. There's some fun films in there. So,
was this explained in the movie with Tommy Wiseau? I don't know. You actually have?
And I have a jester.
Oh my god!
I have a Blade and a jester.
It is Blade.
Yeah, I knew that Dr. Hess, Dr. Death, that was done on purpose.
Did not know they actually made merchandise.
Yeah, it's a life size one too, so it's. Yeah, Blade's likeness was, I think, Colonel Krause, but he had the soul of Dr. Hess, and I think that's part 3.
King, you're gonna have to elaborate that statement. I don't know how to interpret that. But what I can tell you is that in Drive-Thru, what was the name of the fast food restaurant that has the mascot Horny the Clown? Was it Hella Burger? Was it Devil Dogs? Was it Chick-fil-A? Was it 666-inch subs? None for you.
That's going to be the greatest movie title that never gets made.
That's really disappointing that it's not a movie, honestly. I don't have enough stamina to finish a feature-length movie, even if it was shot on a handy cam in one shot. It's just...
None for you.
I would love to do it, but I'm afraid it would just be too annoying to finish, so... I will gladly help you somebody work on the script, and as long as you give me a producer credit, just for the name alone. I don't care what you do with it.
Most everybody's in agreement on this answer. And Drive-Thru is a pretty fun movie. Pretty fun movie for what it is. Typical slasher, but like I said, it's a wannabe Freddy Krueger.
Hella Burger. There's like a franchise called Double Dogs, and they do like hot dogs and they do wings, and they're pretty decent, even though the wait time kind of sucks. But they double fry them, so they're extra crispy. So that's kind of nice.
I did wish somebody picked Chick-fil-A just to be funny.
But my vote's for 666-inch subs, which we do have our 666 marathons all this month. So make sure you check those out. We had one last weekend, right?
Going back to black and white days, Lon Chaney Jr. has not played which of these characters? Not played. Has he not played the Mummy, the Invisible Man, Frankenstein, or Dracula? Who has Lon Chaney Jr. not played? Mummy, the Invisible Man, Frankenstein, or Dracula?
This tie-dye shirt is like 15 years old. It does not die. It was literally, I bought it like a craft fair for like $10, and it still holds up.
And notice I didn't throw the Wolfman on there because everybody knows Lon Chaney Jr. from the Wolfmans, but he has played 3 of these other roles.
I mean, how would you know if he played the Invisible Man, right? You can't see the Invisible Man. Anybody can play the Invisible Man. We've all been the Invisible Man. Dracula. I had a really crappy board game ripoff of Clue. It is the Invisible Man.
Yep.
But
he has played the Mummy, Frankenstein, and Dracula.
I made this crappy board game. It was basically a rip off a Clue, where it was like basically Universal monsters
Hmm.
hunting. You know, you play as Universal monsters and you hunt each other down in the mansion. And it was called Dracula.
No, track cool clue. Okay, I get it.
Dracula. I thought it was pretty clever, but obviously I'm opening myself up for quite a lawsuit if I made it. So,
I think I made these questions pretty tough. I'm getting some people.
oh, but when I do it, it's a problem.
Right?
In the hidden, what tell does a host have when there's an alien inside of it? Its eye will twitch, it sticks its tongue out, it has a stutter, or it smells like old cheese. Damn, you're just picking on the weird kid in school now. Pete.
Right? What's wrong with old cheese?
Oh, no, we're messing them up tonight. I think the winner's going to have like 4 points.
And they can blame me. I think they're a fair questions.
I'm, if the winner doesn't have more than 4 right, I'm not even going to send you stickers. You don't earn them. You have to get at least 5 questions right to be eligible for
Right.
stickers. I got to draw the line somewhere. I can't just be giving these things out. What do you think I'm made of? Money?
What does this alien do that we know the alien's inside somebody?
P-Nerps, did you get your latest package?
Yeah, the alien will stick its tongue out. They even get the dog to do it. The alien's inside of a dog, and they get the dog to stick the tongue out.
See, that's not unusual, though, right? If the dog does it. It's more weird if a person's doing it. It'd be really weird if the dog had a stutter. It's like, what is happening? Okay, good. Yeah, I still haven't heard from UPS. I gotta bitch at them again. I gotta send Uncle Pete a new poster, and I'm trying to get my $15 back from UPS. I don't want to pay them another $10 until they give me what they owe me back.
Well, this is your question.
You're right. We'll switch here. In what building does Poltergeist 3 take place? Is it the Montgomery? Is it Sears Tower? Is it the K2 Apartments? Or is it the John Hancock Center? We just got demonetized.
Yeah.
Poltergeist. Poltergeist 3, known by many to be the best in the franchise, and definitely not made up of leftover footage.
I'll tell you what, part 2, when the old man is by the door and he goes, "You're all gonna die," that still gives me the chill.
That is creepy. 2 has its moments. 2 has its moments. 3 absolutely had no reason to be in existence. It was a shameless cash grab.
With the guy when his face is all peeling off, that's number 3. No, 2. Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's cheese, but it definitely destroys what the first 2 built.
Good job, Perps.
John Hancock Center.
Yep.
And I hope you got it because of the name, not because of the vulgar hand gesture that I made. We're mature, and we don't do things like that here, okay?
That was bad. I actually picked 4 high rises in Chicago for those answers.
That makes it harder, though, because they're all Chicago. Yeah, they're all Chicago buildings. So you didn't say, like, oh, it was the Empire State Building.
Yeah. Buckingham Palace.
The Buckingham Palace. The Taj Mahal. And the John Hancock Center. The Sydney Opera House. Oh, God.
Well, here's my question.
Yeah, here's Uncle Pete's.
What name did they give the dog in Man's Best Friend? Did they call him Spike, Max, Buddy, or Bitch? What's the name of that dog in Man's Best Friend? Also stars Lance Hendrickson, I think Ali Sheedy. But did they call a dog Spike, Max, Buddy, or just plain old Bitch?
You know what I'm calling it? My best friend. AKA Bitch.
Yeah, and Friday, Trey's dad is watching Man's Best Friend when after he had been bit in the ass.
Oh, yeah, he is, isn't he?
He's watching Man's Best Friend because he's watching the part where the dog gets the mailman.
That's a great movie. And Friday After Next is also pretty good. I was watching Chappelle's Show last night, and I was watching all the Mooney. Mooney on the movie. He's like, barbershop's just a front for selling drugs.
Max was his name.
One of these days, one of you is going to answer bitch, and you're going to be loving it, even though it won't be right. Okay?
Unless I can find a dog.
It'll eventually be right. So quit writing it off.
I'll find a way to be bitch the right answer.
Why do white people love Wayne Brady so much? White people love Wayne Brady because he makes Bryant Gumbel look like Malcolm X. That was one of the greatest lines in television history. God, that was peak television.
Yep.
What was the first horror movie to be nominated for an Academy Award? Was it The Shining, The Exorcist, Silence of the Lambs, or Manos, The Hands of Fate? We're doing a straight jorking it.
I mean,
We're straight jorking it.
if Manos hasn't been nominated for Best Picture, what's the point of the category?
Right? I
And
mean, I know what my pick
patrons,
is.
this was your hint.
It was, and that this is the extended video you'll get. The stills that the amount of hate mail I'm gonna get. You're gonna draw bad things in my hands if I do this and take the screenshot of it. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. I'm gonna send it to my mom as a Christmas card. Yeah, I'm skiing. That's what I'm doing. I'm skiing. We're skiing. We're skiing. I dropped the poles. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're skiing. Yeah.
About half you guys.
It's The Exorcist. The Exorcist. Silence of the Lambs
was nominated for Best Picture.
But that was 91 versus what? 70?
Like 74 or 75, yeah.
It's just old as hell for a movie. Like it looks way newer than it is.
It does.
Honestly,
it feels like it almost feels like an 80s movie.
It does. Like,
early 80s.
If you wouldn't if they didn't have as many outside exterior shots like the cars and like the interior, like the furniture and stuff, it would pass for easily an 80s movie with the FX and stuff.
The movie Siren is based off which VHS short? Winged Escort, Siren, Amateur Night, or that should read 1036, 1989. I don't know. It got inputted goofy. I'm sorry, 103198 is a VHS short. But what was it? Was it Winged Escort, Siren, Amateur Night, or 103198?
Yeah, that did get screwed up. How'd that?
That's probably because of Excel when you put numbers in there with slashes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I bet it just divided it and then divided it again. Very helpful. Thank you, technology. Appreciate it.
And this actually is probably one of the best VHS shorts.
Yeah, I like this one.
It's a good one.
Spur, you can change. I'm pretty sure it'll take your last answer. I do think it's been updated to take whatever you say last. So you can change your answer if you're fast enough.
Yeah, it was Amateur Night. I think the winner might get I think the winner's going to get 6.
I think we gotten. There's been more right here in the last half.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to break 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'll have to mail some of these stickers if they want them.
But I did not care for the new VHS. It seemed like they were just trying to take Slumber Party, Alien Abduction, and just like try to redo that story a couple times. Stork was good, but yeah.
How many Halloween movies were released in October? Was it 9? Was it 8? Was it 7? Or was it 6? Ooh. How well do you know Halloween?
Yep.
Zombie, you don't have to watch Dracula movies that hurt you. You could watch Dracula movies that give you life, like Dracula Dead and Loving It.
I was going to say Dead and Loving It.
Igor, lose them. He just runs around in circles in the front yard. Oh, man, that is a great... I'm trying to decide. So for Halloween, since you have to work on Thursdays, right, Uncle Pete? Yeah, so we'll do trivia. Right now, it still says it's going to be on Halloween. We're going to do trivia on Wednesday the 30th, like normal. Cool. But I think I'm going to do the answer is 8 of them. Half you got it right.
It was Halloween 1 through 5. And
then like one of the remake ones, right?
And no, those are August. Halloween 1 through 5. Number 6 came out on like September 30th. So it was Halloween 1 through 5 released in October. Damn. And the David Gordon Green ones were all October.
Why wouldn't you just wait until October 1st if you were going to?
Yeah, I know.
Was September 30th? It must have been a Friday. Yeah, it must have been a Friday. That sucks, though.
Bet only 8. And the Rob Zombie ones were, I think, like August, and H2O was July, I think. That
We
was a
don't talk.
summer
We
movie.
don't talk about H. Oh my
Oh,
God! I was
shit.
right. It's for.
Oh, my God.
Oh man!
Oh, I'm
This
sorry,
is
guys.
this is the worst trivia ever. You
We had a
all.
5-way tie for first, but Jason got the answers quicker.
Oh my God! You
Oh,
won, but
man.
at what cost, Jason? Was it worth it?
I know.
Uh,
Oh, man. I
wow!
made those tough.
Holy cow!
I
Whoa! I'm
apologize.
speechless. I'm speechless. You all have found a new low to disappoint us. Uh, well, I was gonna tell you on Halloween, I thought about doing like an illegal live stream, like in Discord, where I actually show the screen, and we might watch Halloween 3. But I don't know. I don't know if you're bringing this kind of energy to trivia. Four, four answers right. I don't. I think I might just watch Halloween 3 by myself all night long. Well, unfortunately, it technically counts as a win for Jason, who is the second leading trivia champion behind Uncle Pete, who has been forced to work, so he can't stack up his wins
I
anymore.
can't get any more wins.
But he will be playing in the trivia tournament of champions. So don't get comfortable thinking that because he's working, he's not playing at the end of the year. But Jason, that would make. Oh my God, Jason has tied you. Uncle
Yep.
Pete had 6 wins. Jason, that is your 6th win of the season.
He's got a chance to overtake me.
He does.
Even though I had to officially retire.
I mean, there's an asterisk next to it, right? Okay.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe we can watch Halloween 3 in the Discord.
That'd be fun.
But Uncle Pete has to work. Somebody's got to pay the bills around here. But we'll work on the details. But trivia is going to be on the 30th, like it always is. Just same time, same bat place.
Remember, 26 questions.
It is 26 questions, and they're Halloween themed.
And you've had enough hints.
You have had enough hints, and you still have.
I'm going to throw this at you, Shelby. Halloween counts for 2 wins.
Yeah, that works.
We'll say the Halloween episode, since it's our biggest, most challenging, it's going to count for 2 wins.
2 wins. That's a big one. It's the biggest one ever. It's 26 questions. It's technically one more than the biggest trivia we've ever done. It's really hard to come up with that many new questions. Okay, and
yeah, you can pretty much guess the questions are going to get harder every week because I got to keep like digging deep into these horror movies. To think of stuff.
King, what?
Because if you Google, I'll tell you what, if you Google horror trivia questions, you'll get the who was the killer in Friday the 13th.
What the hell would evil Jumanji be? I feel like regular Jumanji is evil Jumanji. If you don't work together, if you're evil, you don't win the game. The whole point of Jumanji is you have to work together. You can't work against each other to get out of the jungle. You're gonna have to. You got a lot of explaining to do tonight, King. You've been spreading all kinds of mischievous rumors in the chat. Andy, please be safe for the love of God.
Yeah, please.
If you have to strap yourself down to a roof, do it. Do not pay attention to the weather alerts and get the hell to high ground if the water's getting too high. Everybody else, I'd congratulate you, but this was truly a night of trivia, and that's all I can say about it. I have nothing else to say. If I could take away the movie coming up at 9, I would. That's the kind of performance I got out of you. I don't know if you're ready
to hate me now.
I don't know if you're ready for Amityville Ripper. Has Josh covered Amityville Ripper in his Amityville timeline?
Yeah, because he covered like the first 60 or so. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I can't remember if Amityville Ripper is that new or if it was old enough for.
I think he may have had it in there.
There's been another 60 made since Josh finished the latest timeline for Amityville.
Yeah.
Right? There's a new Amityville movie coming out every week.
And if you guys haven't seen the last Amityville movie, those of you know Josh, it's free on Tubi.
You should watch it.
With the special guest.
People
you get to see Uncle Pete die in that movie. Spoiler.
Dude, so if you don't like the questions tonight, go watch Uncle Pete die.
Yep.
A little birdie told me maybe sometime we'll be able to do something here with that movie, but you didn't hear it here. So I'm not revealing anything. You can't blame me for telling you things that you shouldn't know.
May or may not
So be
happen.
cool. Be cool. And trying to think. Oh, I'll have a little surprise for you here at the end. I promised you that. So we will give you. Oh, okay. Well, Patrick just scooped it. It's the last Amityville movie is gonna be. We're gonna show it on the 18th. So maybe we can get Uncle Pete and Josh on to answer all of your questions about the movie. So there you go. Patrick ruined it. I was trying to build suspense, and we're showing it on the 18th. So mark your calendars. We'll show it here. And with that, I'm gonna cut to your all's surprise, and then
Everyone, everybody, be safe.
so be safe, be good, and study your damn questions. I don't want to see this kind of turn out again.
Did you miss me?
Hey everyone, Horror Face Off is back with all new bloody matchups on the Kings of Horror YouTube channel starting October 11th.